Don't hassle us, we're local. We're not a Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We're not the Quad City Sports Talk radio show. We are your Quad City Sports Talk radio show. Welcome to the conversation, Quad Cities. But first, the Dawn.
Just like old times. Old times, hell, shoot, I don't know you. I'm out of here, man. What's up, everybody? It is good to be back, and sitting across from me is a man who's been here a long time, even longer than me. Say hello, Serge.
What's shaking, Hassle Nation?
And obviously, Jay Bird's in the house. The original
Gentlemen,
trio,
gentlemen. It's good to have you in the Hassle Castle today, here on December 13th, 2021. What's up? Just like old times, right?
That's right.
Absolutely, man.
Good to see you, Serge.
Good to see you.
You're listening on ESPN 1170 AM, ESPN 104.1 FM. That's right. We're
104.1 on the FM dial.
Yeah, so fancy, so nice, they had to put it on the radio twice.
We are pretty darn good.
You're live here in the Hassle Castle. We're on Facebook Live here. Also, you can leave comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. Tell us how ridiculous we are, how good looking we are, all that other fun stuff. You guys know how you know what's going on. It's gentlemen, I asked you here today. Let's just get this right out of the way. I asked you here today to put something to bed. It's that time. All right? So, after 3+ years, we're going to sign off.
3+ years in the studio.
In the studio. Not doing this before, though.
4+.
4, yeah. Just over 4 years. Just over 4 years ago in October, early in September, August in 2017, we started this, and Surge came on in October. And so we did that until August of 2018 when they put us in the studio down there. They put us on ESPN 93.5. Then sometime after that, into 2019, they decided to move us here.
They needed help with their AM dial.
Then they moved us to the AM after that.
And now we're fixing another dial.
Yeah. And then, everything all right? So then, yeah, and along the way, we did a lot of goofy things.
We met a lot of goofy people.
Yeah, we met a lot of goofy people on the air.
Who was the guy that yelled at us that one time?
Huh?
What was his name? Frigman? Ziggy.
Ziggy?
Zig. Remember that one, Serge?
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
We had...
Got called morons on the air.
Yes, we did. Which could have been true. I don't know. We had Chucky Long in here. We had Dan Gable in here.
Yeah. Got a picture taken of the...
You went and picked up...
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. And we had him on air.
We met a lot of people along the way. Emily Hall.
Emily Van Buskirk.
Van Buskirk. Emily Hall on Facebook or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Emily Van Buskirk. And Lucy Rodine, who's now out in L.A. working for her TikTok Sports. But no, that's not we can do the memory lane all we want. But the thing is this: it's everything runs its course. It's about time. I'm going to do a different job. I'm excited about. I'll be more behind the scenes, but I still will be involved in social media. So I'm going to go work for the city of Bettendorf. More importantly, the Parks and Rec Department. So I will be making social media posts, content, producing videos, editing them, creating them for them to highlight their multiple programs. So, but like I said, everything, it's about time. But I wanted you guys here.
All good things come to an end, right, Sergi?
But I wanted you guys here.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it's, this is we'll do this like the alpha to the omega thing. So... We'll reference this plenty of times and maybe, do our rundown memory lane. But, gentlemen, we do have sports to talk about. Had a Sunday night football game last night, Serge.
Was there?
There was for a half.
They fought.
There's a roller coaster.
I know. They fought. Serge, as a Bear fan, it shows you hope. It shows you the fact that Justin Fields is going to be good.
Yeah.
He is good.
Yeah, there's a lot of argument and speculation right now on
should he still be starting right now? Should he be playing? Are they wasting his talent right now? Are they, should they bring Dalton back now that he's healthy? I'm still an advocate of play Justin Fields.
think so too.
He's your starter.
Let him learn. Let him learn the speed of the game.
Hey, maybe there wasn't 4 quarters put together, but he had a fantastic first quarter and kind of driving. Try a little. He looked good in the first half. He'll get there. I think he's the leader. I think the future looks good. I just don't. Yeah, play it out. Nagy that's not your coach next year.
Better not be.
It just can't be. You don't go into halftime and you're just like, hey, coach, what are you going to do to continue the success that you had in the first half? And go, I'm just having fun out here. Like, that's not your coach. Like,
hey, let's just put up 3 in the second half, okay, guys? We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, like we don't want. Yeah.
Well, they were giving him all kinds of fits. I can tell you that. It was.
Well, friend of the show, Brad, texted me this morning and said that he's reading some things CBS Sports. Serge, I don't know if you saw this or not. But it was, I'm sorry, not Brad, Adam. He said, just heard this. Bears have had talks with former player Trace Armstrong about possible front office role. The agent represents Ohio State's Ryan Day, among others, who could be a part of a package deal. It's an interesting choice. Coach Day from Ohio State.
Well, he doesn't bring all the luggage that Urban Meyer brought.
That's true. Well, he's even worse. You saw that, right?
Who?
What, Urban Meyer?
Is he in trouble again?
Oh, yeah.
What do you do now?
Did you hear this?
No, not yet.
Had his he's threatening to fire the assistant coach, whoever leaked this. He had his assistant coaches in a room, and basically he told them all that I'm a winner. You guys are losers. And basically any success that they've had, he made them like verbally defend like their resume. Like, what success have you had? And basically explain how that was successful more than what he's done. Didn't you hire them?
Wow.
Didn't you hire your assistants?
Well, that dude's going down in a blaze of glory.
So now the thing is that he's going to threaten. He's threatening to whomever leaked the story, supposedly. This guy he's something else. But
he's a special kind of douche, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really is.
I don't even think you can buy him on the shelf.
It was you can't. It was all right. You said you liked the way that the Bears looked, Serge, for the first half.
Yeah.
You said you had hope going into the game.
Yeah. We had nothing to lose.
Absolutely not.
I was like all over the place on the Packers and saw them losing the first half. They did not cover the 7, but they ended up covering the 11.5, and I think they were minus 2.5 live bet at halftime. Yeah, he made a throw that he hit a receiver in between 4 Bear defenders.
I saw that.
That was just disgusting.
Yes, that throw was just a dime.
That was so disgusting, and it makes you just you have to take a step back and be like, why do I hate him so much?
Two of the defenders ran into each other on that as he
really
zipped right
did.
into the end zone.
It's
what was really funny, because watching this, obviously I was down in the East Village at 1117 last night, and the crowd was. It seemed like we were all on the same page. Mm-hmm. It was mostly Bear fans and a few Packer fans down there. And we're always talking smack back and forth anyway. And the Bears are getting excited. They score. The whole place erupts. The Packer fans are just shaking their heads, laughing at us like, oh, yeah, I remember last time you were up by 20. And, all of a sudden then the Bears do something like that. And we all just stop and just look at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Throw your hands in the air. Okay.
Didn't see that coming. I thought it was ridiculous on the one play I think really changed this game was the muff punt that was basically returned for a touchdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they tried to say that the Bear guy didn't try to get back in. He got
pushed out of bounds.
That was interesting.
He was pushed out of bounds.
Yeah.
And he came right back in. But now he's supposed to come right back in, and there wouldn't be a penalty. He did come right back in.
Right.
That was a bad judgment call.
There was a really bad call.
And that changed a huge part of the game.
The pick 6, I think, was our downfall.
Okay. You know what's? I'm glad. The guy announcing said the rule is if you go out of bounds on your own or pushed out of bounds, you have to return right back in, which he did.
Right.
So that's the one that kind of is a bad call.
Yeah.
All right. The pick 6, boy, that was one where you saw that throw and you knew it was bad.
No, I didn't. I stepped outside and I blinked.
Oh, I saw him throw it and I was like, that not good. I mean, watching it live, not a good ball. Right away, there was something about it. And I did not know that in the NFL you cannot advance a onside kick. I did not know that. Other than that, that changes the cover.
Mm-hmm.
It changes the game. Yeah, I did not know that one bit. So, I mean, that was an interesting one where it's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this backdoor cover. You know, like watching the Ravens yesterday, the Brown just letting them back in and watching a backdoor cover. So, people that were already counting their Bengals bets just go away. So, no, that was a good, but the thing is, that was a good Sunday night game. You got to see the future of the Bears, hopefully, and I think there was other things. They were doing well in the first half. They're setting the run. Why is David Montgomery run for 40 yards in the first half and 2 in the second? Now, I know you're behind. You have to pass a lot, but you weren't behind coming out of halftime. So in the fourth quarter, I understand you shut down your running game. I don't understand the rest of it, why you do, though. So
different. There was a lot of odd little comeback games, per se.
You had one as well.
Yeah, Dallas Dak just didn't see a guy. They got a pick six. But that Dallas defense was dominant against. I mean, they were in a different class than anybody in the NFC East. I mean, they're going to roll New York next week. And they still have one more game with Philly and one more game with Washington. But I'm not. Micah Parsons is a freak.
He is. Like 6 straight games with a sack. That was that tie a record or something like that?
Yeah, they were showing, kind of the last player to win Defensive Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year. And you know who it was?
LT?
Yeah.
It's got to be, yeah.
And his stats are now better than LT's.
Huh.
At least sack-wise. I didn't, overall tackles and things like that. But LT had, 9.5 sacks his rookie season, and then whatever else he did, Obviously, LT's a freak. But this kid is proving to be the closest thing to LT I think I've seen in that, in a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember guys that struck me that had, that closing speed and just game-changing. But LT, I always thought Troy Polamalu was that kind of special player. He had just, incredible closing speed. I remember seeing Brian Urlacher take over a few games by himself. He was another freak. But, I mean, LT just insanely. I'm not saying Parsons is as good as LT. Hard to say that. I don't know if anybody ever will be, but he looks really damn good. Really damn good.
No, he looks really good. He looks really well.
I mean, the Patriots, the Bucks, let that game get back to a tie.
Yeah,
and they were just dominating that game.
That looked like over right away.
Yeah, now the Bucks, watch out, they're getting healthy. Scary.
Yeah,
especially if they get their second. I mean, the Bucks. That's it. I mean, it's just scary.
Do you want to jump right to Super Bowl predictions yet, or do you have a plan for this?
I don't really have a plan at all. We can talk about it with you. We got to go for another 6 minutes before we take a break.
This is one, I don't really prepare much for this show. You do that. Yeah. So, but this is one I've been thinking about.
Are you talking to Troy?
No, I'm talking about you.
Come on. I was taking a drink there. I was like,
come on, you, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, so Super Bowl predictions. I have a bold, fun one here.
Okay.
The Tampa Bay Bucks, New England Patriots.
Oh, dude, here's my thought.
You couldn't write a better one for this year.
Yes. If my team doesn't make it or can't make it, whatever reason, yes, that's the Super Bowl I want to see. I want to see it 100%.
I know Brady said he's going to keep playing until he can't play anymore, basically, beyond this year. But that would be a great time to retire, win or lose.
Oh, Belichick impressed me last week when they had that game at Buffalo, and he just said, "Hey, I'm going to coach us
with all that passing."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just insane. He just said, "No, I'm going to make sure we don't lose this game."
Yeah.
And if it hadn't been for a weird muff punt thing that grazed the guy's helmet, they probably would win that game without giving up more than a field goal.
Yep. So, there's according to, I think it might be 538, there's a 10% chance that could happen. Of course, Goodell will just have to wash his pants 1,000 times if that were to happen.
Well, that'll be anybody that's a casual fan checks in for that, right? Everybody that's anybody knows about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick.
This will be the one time where you actually are okay with the media and the 2 weeks off before the Super Bowl. You're okay with the storyline over and over again.
Yeah.
So I mean, of course that would be great, and it's looking like it's very possible. Is that what you'd like to see, Serge? If you can't see,
No, I want to see the Bears in the Super Bowl, but
you don't want them back in the playoffs.
I'm also
again.
realistic. I think that would be the one I would like the most.
Yeah, there's not really right now.
Mahomes has time. You know, Arizona looks really good.
That's not their year. They can do fine and win the number 1 seed. It just there's something that just seems off. It just doesn't seem like their year.
And I mean, obviously Green Bay's capable, but I don't want to see that. I think they have too many holes.
They're capable to make the NFC Championship.
There you go.
I mean, that's for certain. We know that. I think, T-Roy, you need to start sitting some starters and just realize you've got the East locked up and not even worry about the 2 seed over the 3 seed. The worst you can do is 4.
They just need to get the O-line healthy there. Mike McCarthy could fall off a tree. But, I mean, where the defense at this year compared to last year, leaps and bounds. Obviously, the growth of Trayvon Diggs, the drafting of Micah Parsons. I mean, you got 2 guys up for Defensive Player of the Year, let alone Defensive Player of the Year and Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the defense is where it's at. That's healthy. That D-line, having Randy Gregory, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Micah Parsons, and just the things that they can do defensively is great. Zeke needs to get healthy. That knee's bothering him. You can tell he's not moving that well. I mean, he's still doing what he's got to do. He's a gamer. I'm really impressed by him just going out and doing what he can do. But Pollard hurt last night. I don't know if that was COVID or whatever else. But that's a difference maker. Pollard needs to be healthy. But the O-line is the biggest thing. You got to have Smith. You got to have La'el Collins. You got to have all those guys rested up. I think, they're probably going to try to coast in on some of these guys here. Because basically, they can 2-game lead. They don't want to lose any of the remaining games to their divisional opponents. They'll probably play starters there, but I don't know who else they have.
The worst you can do is a 4. That's where you're sitting right now. The Dallas Cowboys are.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you're only a game back between the Packers and the Buccaneers.
Well, I think they had.
Were they going to slip up? I don't know.
There was a couple losses there that when there were some injuries and that they slipped up. Where they lost the number 1 seed. And they're not going to be able to get it. What they can hope for is get it healthy and they can compete with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But Mike McCarthy will do something probably to lose it either way. But
you've got a better record inside your own conference than everybody else. That's that's even possible to make the playoffs. You guys are sitting at 7-1 within the NFC. Arizona's 6-2. Packers are 8-2. So it just if you could get there, listen. If one of those 2 can slip up because of your conference record, that's a tiebreaker. That'll help you out.
Yeah.
But is Dak okay? Is Zeke okay?
I think Dak's just trying to do a little bit too much on his own right now from what I saw, because there was no running game really last night. There wasn't a lot there. So, that was that one pass that was a pick 6, and then he had another interception, in the game. I saw him trying to hit a few tighter windows than normal, but I think he knows that they can stop people defensively now. So I think, that's a little bit of coaching. They're going to come in and say, hey, quit taking the chances. But I don't know if they have the coaching staff with that capability.
Well,
I mean seriously. When you look at what Belichick did in that game where it was basically run the ball all game, I mean, to make those kind of decisions, have a coach that can do that. I mean, that guy's just playing a whole different game.
It's true.
And there's very few other coaches in the league that are even close. I mean, Andy Reid's close. He's a good coach. He's great.
Well, the problem is there's also, you have coaches that want to, that they want to cater to certain players because they want to make sure that they're getting fed. It was rumored that last week, not this, so week 13, that you can see when the Rams were up that he says to Stafford on the sidelines, get the ball to OBJ. Like, pass it to him. Like, let's make him happy. And that was when he scored his first touchdown as a Ram. That's not good. Now we've all seen like those clips of like bad lip reading or whatever else, but there's gonna be coaches out there that are trying to cater to that, and Belichick just doesn't do it.
No.
Hey, Mac Jones, yeah, guess what? You're gonna attempt 3 passes. I'll let you know which ones when it's gonna happen. Other than that, just hand off the ball. We've got a game plan. It's gonna work.
It's a team mentality.
And then you have McDermott who just doesn't do anything. Sits there and takes it over and over again. It's unbelievable. There's just when you see what, like you said, on Monday night, and then you see someone like what Zimmer does for the Vikings, and he just goes into a prevent and lets the Lions go down in 1 minute and 50 seconds and 79 yards. And you're just like, what coaching is going on here?
I'm telling you, man. It's all coaching, and there's very few really good coaches. I mean, I saw those guys, the talking heads on, that share our same moniker, ESPN, trying to say that Pittsburgh was a poorly coached team.
Oh, no.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
You can't do that.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, how are you jumping on Tomlin for this? I mean, he's held that thing together with duct tape and straws from an old McDonald's Happy Meal.
He's let
I'm like Ben is falling apart. Ben is falling apart.
If anything, that is front office for not drafting a reliable backup quarterback and look for the future.
Helping on the O-line.
Yeah, that's on front. That's not on Tomlin. Come on, he's a Hall of Famer.
I know.
How can anyone get away with saying that?
I hope they fire Tomlin so Jerry Jones can fire McCarthy. One mic for the next. I'll take Tomlin all day long. Then you have a coach that can coach. That's not an idiot.
Boo-hoo, T-Roy.
I know. Sorry, bud.
Boo-hoo. Yeah. Oh, you got a quarterback problem? What else?
No, we don't, actually.
Now you have the same situation we talked about last week. Harbaugh in Baltimore, I had an argument last week that he should be up there much higher for Coach of the Year if they would win that division, that North, which is, it's an overrated division, the AFC North. But look what he's doing. 16 starters out, and now possibly Lamar Jackson. And that guy was close.
Back, yeah.
That onside that they hit, and I don't even know the backup's name. He was close. Probably another Taylor or something. I don't know. Tyler
Heineken.
Yeah, he got hurt too. Kyle Allen came in. It just some of these names these guys are in the league. It's unbelievable. But yeah, and then he was bringing them back. They got the onside, and then Clowney?
Jadeveon Clowney.
He hit that guy so hard. I have not seen a quarterback sack that hard in years.
Yeah.
And the guy, so bad it was from behind. He had grass stains on his chest. That's how much he drilled him into the ground. And then he kind of smiled afterwards like, oh, man, I can't believe I'm still alive. He was just happy. I couldn't believe that hit. So, yeah, yesterday was an interesting day. I tell you that much. I don't think there's been a time where the favorites have done that well.
Did you announce
as far as gambling
on the air last week when I had won both our leagues?
What do you mean? You won it?
I wrapped up regular season.
You got regular season? No, I didn't announce that.
Why didn't you not announce it?
I didn't want to.
Oh.
I didn't even pay attention.
Sure you didn't.
I did not.
You totally did.
No, I didn't. I didn't even know. Good for you. I'm proud of you.
Oh, see, I don't think he is.
I'm in 2 fantasy leagues this year.
Shut up.
Get out of here.
Right?
2?
What's going on?
What happened? Did someone slip you something?
Did Jessica make you do that?
I think so.
Is it a couples one?
One? We have the friends one, and then we have the auto draft league that we did too. So I even set my teams most weeks.
Look at you.
I
bet you're still like number 1 on the waiver wire priority though, because you haven't picked up anyone.
Oh, absolutely. I almost beat our buddy Tyler. Almost beat him the one week when I had a guy that wasn't even on a roster, 3 guys on a bye, and 1 guy who just got arrested.
I think I know that guy.
It was a hell of a lineup that day.
I think I know of that guy. All right, let's take a break. Come back. We'll reminisce here about the show and the blood, sweat, and tears we put into this. ESPN 93.5, 1170, 104.1, Facebook, all that other stuff. How's the comments on the Facebook line, Serge?
Fantastic. It's good to see everybody back in there.
Yeah, we'll be right back here. ESPN 1170 AM, 104.1, Quad Cities. You know the drill.
I've been earning and burning, snapping necks and cashing.
You like that? You like that?
Give me a hell yeah!
I said, give me a hell yeah.
Hi, this is Derek.
And this is Skip. We
are the twins from Arbar Davenport. And you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
On ESPN 1170 AM.
The next generation of ED wave therapy is now at Limitless Male. Limitless pulse-focused wave therapy has clinically proven results for men wanting to improve their relationships. ED can be caused by age, heart disease, diabetes, or medication, and it won't get better on its own. Our new non-surgical wave therapy can help stop and potentially reverse damage. Take the ED quiz at limitlessmale.com. Get help from the men's health experts.
An online presence was important, but now it's a necessity. Town Square offers premium website services that get you new leads every day. Go to mylocalcustomers.com to receive a free competitive analysis to help you find more local customers online and help grow your business faster. Plus, a dedicated marketing specialist so you don't have to mess with updating a website. It's fast and easy with no contracts. Cancel at any time. Be one of the first to sign up and receive $500 in free advertising on ESPN 1170 AM. Go to mylocalcustomers.com.
Hey, Chrissy, it's Leo. We're going to need some backup on Friday night, okay?
Leo's Limos needs to say I do to 4 commercial drivers.
You booked another wedding on Saturday?
Before wedding season.
No. I'll make it work.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
You know when you order a new video game, or a golf club, or a blender, and then it arrives at your door. You get a little thrill. Imagine how much more thrilling it is when you order a new car. With Nissan at home, you can shop for the perfect ride and order it without ever having to go anywhere. Sure beats a golf club or a blender. Buy a new car entirely online with Nissan at home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway. Thrill starts here. Services may vary at participating dealers, subject to applicable law. See dealer for details.
At Walgreens, we know the joy of the holiday season also has its moments. Like when it turns into, where'd I hide that gift season? Or the batteries not included season? Oh, every year. This holiday season, Walgreens makes it easy to quickly get last-minute gifts with pickup in as little as 30 minutes and delivery in as little as 1 hour. Because if it's the holiday season, it's Walgreens season.
Right now, get 40% off personalized photo gifts. Valid through December 25th. Restrictions apply. See walgreens.com/pickup for details.
You may be into punk rock, soft rock, or classic rock, R&B, hip-hop, or house, country, techno, or techno-country. But no matter what kind of music you listen to, here's something else you should hear. Please consider getting vaccinated. Talk to your pharmacist today about Comirnaty, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA. This message brought to you by BioNTech and Pfizer.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Pack prevailed against the Bears Sunday night 45-30. Aaron Rodgers threw for 341 yards and 4 scores. The Bucs beat the Bills in overtime. Tom Brady found Brashad Perriman for the game-winning score and his 700th career touchdown pass, 33-27 the final. The Niners won in overtime as well, thanks to Jimmy G finding Brandon Ayuk from 12 yards out. They bested the Cincinnati Bengals 26-23. The Chiefs rolled past the Raiders 48-9. Patrick Mahomes 258 and a couple of scores. The Cowboys took care of the Washington football team 27-20. Rookie Micah Parsons a pair of sacks and a forced fumble. And the Broncos lined up with just 10 players and took a delay-of-game penalty to begin the game against the Lions to honor their fallen wideout, Demaryius Thomas. Denver won the game 38-10. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
With the holidays in full swing, join in the festivities at Lowe's Winterfest. Start by getting $20 off a Craftsman 20-volt Max Drill Kit. Was $79, now $59. Or Blackstone Griddles with an everyday low price starting at $149. Make more holiday at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Valid through 12/15 while supplies last. U.S. only.
Napa know-how. At Napa, Napa. Get great deals on a variety of Craftsman tools all month long for those DIYers in your family, like the 20-volt drill driver combo with a battery and charger for just $119. With a deal like that, we're putting unfinished projects on notice. Looking at you, loose doorknob. That's the drill driver combo, just $119. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and NapaOnline.com while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/21.
Avoid the political talk with the family this holiday season. Talk about sports, because nobody ever fights over sports. This is the Quad Cities sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
Welcome back, everybody. You're listening to Don't Hassle Us a Local, AM and FM.
You hear that voice? That's right. This isn't a best of show. It's our throwback show. It's the original crew. And for those who are just joining us on ESPN Quad Cities, wherever you listen to ESPN Quad Cities or the Harrington's Pub Facebook, comment, thread, show, whatever you want to call it. We're doing this because I sent out the bat signal and said, gentlemen, please come back at least for one day this week so we can talk about all the fun things we did here on this show for over 3 years, because all good things must come to an end, and this is it's run its course. So we're hoping that the powers that be here in the building allow us to keep going through Thursday, or me to run the show through that. These guys are busy. But you never know. They could say, hey, it's been fun, but you got a show. And
it's been real. It's been fun.
It hasn't been real fun.
Real fun.
But, yeah, it's fun reading some of the comments on the Harrington Facebook comment. Obviously, we remember the Robert T. Green, which will always go down in infamy as the one where T. Roy stormed out, but really he had to go to a meeting. But he made it. I'm tired. And you called it out, too. You're like, you'll be, in a year from now, you'll be nothing. You'll be
when these players get what they want, need, deserve, or whatever it is, you won't even be around.
Yeah, and yes. No one's heard anything from Mr. Robert T. Green since. There was a time during that Penn State week that we were going to get Ziggy on. I think he was like fine of doing it, but it was almost like we're just giving him too much more time to just promote whatever dumb stuff he's doing.
You still have his number?
Ziggy had a new.
I went on Twitter.
He had a new book out or something about how. Michael
Twitter.
Jackson was wrongly accused.
Was it written in crayon?
Yeah. And I wrote, I think it's been a couple years.
All this guy does is defend pedophiles. It's so weird.
Things should come back. And then, so I don't know if you saw this, Serge. The Lakers are going to have, the HBO Max is going to have a series about the early 80 Lakers.
Okay. I was gonna say,
I think it's Showtime or it's or Fast Break or something. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you got to do something for the 6th place team in the West.
Yeah, but I mean it's the 80s and everything else.
Hot garbage.
But it's based on Jeff Pearlman's book, and I was trying to tell everyone, I'm like, he was on the show. He was a terrible guest. He's in like the top 3 of all time worst
someone's
guests.
calling. Maybe it's a good guest.
You might know who it is.
You ready?
All right. If it's Ziggy, hang up.
No.
Who do we have on the line?
It's Caesar A's.
Yay!
What up, Ease?
You guys think that you can just quit and not have a guy who you never met in your lives until the Don't Hassle Us We're Local started?
That's true.
Came down, drove an hour and a half, multiple times.
Well, if
just
there's
to hang
speed,
out
you can
with
get here in time, bud.
There's still going to be a Thursday show.
We're hoping, yeah.
We're hoping, unless they lock us out.
But, yeah, it's sorry to break it to you that way. I think you probably deserved a little bit more than just me over the air telling you, but it's telling the listeners or whatever else. But, yeah, it's, it's just time. And it's a good timing.
I still remember you guys broke the news to me that you were going to the radio before you put it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I had come down on the show. Y'all took me out for lunch, and you're like, oh, yeah, we're going on the radio. It's like, oh, awesome.
What did we drink for lunch that day?
I don't remember.
Yeah, we used to. I remember we used to do the podcast like at 10 something in the morning, and we do it for an hour.
Yeah, and then we go eat lunch.
Then we go right over
Great day.
to
The best
Los
day.
Agaves.
Yeah, Los Agaves. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
They love to sell those copies.
Sometimes we would just,
Sometimes
move on
there'd be a
from
lot
there.
of margaritas.
Margaritas are on special today. Weird.
You want the jumbo? It's cheaper. Okay. Oh, man.
Yeah. So, Easer A's, I saw that you went to the Dubuque Fighting Saints game over the weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, you had a good time there?
Oh yeah, those are fun. We used to go all the time until we had kids, and then then we kind of quit going. It's just it got loud in there for a few years. But Saturday was real good. It was the kids' first game. My 6-year-old son enjoyed it thoroughly. He was jumping up and down, screaming, yelling, ringing cowbells, having a good time.
Yeah, we were talking earlier about the NFL that's going on now, and Serge brought up the possibility. Would you like to see a Tampa Bay versus the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
Sure would.
You would?
Who wouldn't want to see that? Who wouldn't want to see that?
That's what I think, too. I think that's just
I mean, as much as everybody hated the two of them together, and they're, I'm tired of the Patriots, like, this is like, one of them has to lose this time.
Iconic / legendary game.
It's still, like, you're witnessing greatness, so why would you not want to see
like that one's writing itself for all the ads and all the commercials and everything else, you know?
Yeah.
It'd be like when Darth Vader got up and took the lightsaber to the Emperor.
How did I know somebody was going to compare that to Star Wars?
It's where it go. Well, it's either that or, I mean, Luke never fought Obi-Wan, so you can't go that route, but you can go...
Yeah, but they were boys.
The student becomes the teacher in a world searching for a Super Bowl.
But it's literally like, it's almost like a soap opera. Like, but you got to write it. And if it you know what I'm saying? If it does happen, you're like, oh, well, what did you get? This. I mean, even Brady winning it last year was pretty remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, there's obviously some roadblocks along the way for both of them that we can talk about as well.
I mean, you're really going to take a rookie quarterback through 3 rounds of NFL playoffs? I mean, that's going to be a tough fight. And I watched a little bit of football yesterday, actually, which was weird for me. I caught a little bit of the football team versus the Cowboys when the Cowboys were trying to dribble down their leg at the end of the game there.
Yeah,
that pick six was terrible. That was dumb.
I know.
Anyway,
I watched that. Yeah, you couldn't see that guy. I'm like, how did you just not float that pass? It's a complete shot.
Anyways, but they were talking about, like, the AFC, like, everyone's, like, 7 and 6 or whatever it is. Yeah, everybody. Like, the whole, as like, so who's actually good? You know, so the Patriots are going to probably have a tough road to hoe with a rookie quarterback.
But they should have home field advantage if they hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. If you get Kansas City coming there, that helps you out immensely. That's what they want. That's what they need.
Mm-hmm.
And because to me, it's Kansas City's the only threat. Like, I don't think that Belichick is afraid to beat any of those other teams.
Yeah.
And I think
nobody wants to.
I think he's got to
nobody
play
wants to win the AFC North.
Right.
No, that division's overrated.
Yeah.
I mean, and they get Indianapolis this week, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. But I still don't think Carson Wentz is the be-all, end-all. That Jonathan Taylor's great, and I think their head coach is good. But Carson Wentz just,
Mm-hmm.
Well, those are the ones you look at. Whoever wins the AFC South and they have home field advantage, whoever wins the AFC North and has that, you're going to look at that and you're going to salivate on those road dogs when those lines come out. Because I'm telling you right now, Titans don't scare me and the Ravens don't scare me, and those are your current leaders of the AFC South and the AFC North, respectively. So,
if Buffalo gets this together, if like they can figure out how to play 2 games in a row,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, they could. Aren't they scary? They're kind of
well.
scary.
If they play 2 halves in a row, is what they need to do.
That's the story for a lot of teams. That's Dallas's problem.
Yeah.
You know, that's the Rams' problem.
I mean, they string 3 quarters together, and they couldn't string the last quarter together.
We just settle for 2 quarters, and we're good.
Yeah.
Can we stop right now? everyone,
good job, guys.
Everyone agree that we can just go home for now? Okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
I'm done playing.
Yeah, we're having fun. We've played 2 quarters.
No, it's this is one of those years where you can honestly say that you have no idea who the front runner is in either division. Like, you could roll a die.
I agree.
And you just don't know. I mean, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be fun doing the end of the year playoff drafts.
Yeah.
You know, because it's gonna be like, okay, well, Who do you think's gonna make it? You know that those are always my favorite drafts because it's all a guessing game. Because you just need to pick the players from the teams that are gonna make it all the way.
Yeah, Paul Tagliabue's wet dream.
Yep.
Dude,
So
that
much
dude looked
parity
like
that
crap.
nobody's great.
Did you see him get his ring, Tagliabue? They brought him out before the game at Green Bay. With the Bear game, they brought him out to give him a ring, his Hall of Fame ring.
He does not look good.
No, he looked a little old. He's shaky. Yeah.
Yeah, Easter eggs, you've been along for the ride. We appreciate that. Yes, we've had a lot of fun guests with Ziggy, Robert T. Green, a lot of other things out there. It's been.
I'll still go back. My favorite moment of ever being on the show, and then I'll let you guys go. But I've said this story before, but it was Bomber's first day. Hayden Fry had passed away the night before. I had told Jay, hey, man, I'm coming down. Want to talk about this or that? And he's like, oh, yeah, it might be a full house, but come on down. I come down, or I had my plans already, so I came down even though Hayden Fry passed away, and I weren't going to really talk about anything else. But before the show, you're talking about, oh, I got Quinn Early coming on, and you called him Q about 3 or 4 times. And you're like, do not call him Q on the air. And Troy dropped, asked him a question, goes, so Q, and the look on your face was the maddest any father has been at his son in his entire life.
And I didn't even realize I said it.
Nope.
I didn't even do it on purpose.
Nope. And then we went to break after we got off the phone. Troy apologized for the entire 4-minute break. It was so damn funny.
What was the other one? Remember when we called Jessica Kleinschmidt? And I gave you guys both a lecture before she answered, and I was like, do not embarrass me on the air. And you started off with something like, oh, yeah, Jay's really excited to talk to you. And I was like, no. And then remember when I asked her the question about who's going to win the World Series? She goes, everyone asked me that. And then I go, no, it was Erickson on the Facebook comment thread. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Just dime the guy out.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, that's the worst question. I hate when people ask that.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. She's like, hey, Jessica, I like baseball too. Hey.
Meanwhile, T-Roy's like, Jay's been talking to you all day long.
Yeah. God damn.
Jay's been walking around here on cloud 9.
Oh,
He's so excited.
I know. Terrible.
She's like, hey, she really likes baseball, and I like baseball.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly, somehow I sounded like a cross between Patrick Mahomes and Mickey Mouse and Kermit the Frog, too, right? Thanks for that impersonation, yeah. She's the girl who likes baseball. Oh, my God. Yeah. Good times. I think the worst, though, was the Chuck Long one, too. Where I was like, I can't walk down the hallway. 6 to midnight right now. You're going to have to go get him. I can't go pick him.
So gay walking down the hall.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Hey, remember that time?
9th grade me is just so excited right
Chris
now.
Farley interviewing Paul McCartney.
Remember that time when
you played for Iowa and you threw the touchdown?
Yeah, that was awesome. You were really good. Did you know you were good?
Hey, Chuck, can we get a picture?
Yeah. Oh, that was great.
It's still our background on.
I know it still is. Always
on
will
the
be.
Facebook page.
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah, we got to keep the Facebook page going. No
That's good times. Well, yeah. Who knows?
We got some fun requests out there. We got a request to do one show a week from Pints, or just bring the show back to Pints in general.
We got Brown's backer calling in.
Just call that.
That was good.
Just call it Dapper Crap, and you'll be fine.
Yep. He's requested Dapper Crap back.
What was the? Who was it? Would Brown's backer would call in and pretend to be Dusty Rhodes?
Yeah.
He
did
Ron
Mexico.
And we got Ron Mexico's good too.
Who was Troy? Who was your girl that you called in as? Those are always great too.
Oh,
Jill.
Jill.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, Jay.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, that was T-Roy the whole time? Oh, man.
Jay, I just want you to know, if you need a foot massage before your new job,
It's always about the feet too. Like I don't know why.
Jill's in your feet, man.
She
I
likes
don't know
feet.
what to tell you.
Yeah.
She's a kinky lady.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for the phone call. Appreciate you, man.
Good to hear from you, buddy.
All right, take care,
Thanks
brother.
for all your work, guys.
Yep, appreciate you. Yep, bye. All right, we're going to have to take our second break of the hour, and then we'll come back. We'll get prepped for Guess the Lines, our last one.
Hey, before we do that, Jay, got a couple
absolutely.
Couple shout-outs here. We have a request to go for post-show farewell shots at Little Blue House, 1117. Jessica said she'd love to buy you guys a drink if you are available. And then anybody else is welcome to come down there as well. They open at 2 o'clock. Also down at Jimmy O's, our friend Shelby is watching.
Hi, Shelby.
She said,
hey, how you doing?
You guys have a good rest of the last show here, or last week, whatever you guys got going on, and good luck to Jay. So go see Shelby, go see Jessica.
What do you think of my beard? What's up?
It's getting there.
You digging that? Shelby, what do you think? Good? Yeah?
It's, before we go to break, and we'll come back. And
she loves making quesadillas at Jimmy O's, too.
Talk a little bit about it, whatever else. But, yeah, it's...
I love her quesadillas.
So it's interesting because of what we have grown, started from a living room, a kitchen, to a garage, to a bar, to a radio show. Social media has grown and learned certain things, and I'm fortunate enough that the job is going to be that I'll be producing. But it is a weird job to describe to people, and you can only say it to your good friends, and I'll say it to you Hasselmaniacs as well. So what are you doing for the city? I'm going to take pictures and videos of little kids and put on the internet.
TikToks.
You were Bettendorf's hype man.
Yeah, I'm Bettendorf's hype man.
And if there is anybody in the damn world that was born to be Bettendorf's hype man, it is Jay frickin' Foster.
Yeah, that's what I will be doing.
Yes. You're going to do great
in the least creepy way possible. You're going to be really, really good at this new job.
You're going to love it. It's going to be great.
Don't have candy. Get rid of your Get rid of your white van.
Make sure you're always wearing the badge. It makes it look like you're official. Right. Like, what are you taking photos right now for? Oh no, seriously, it is.
You're gonna
like I always have a business card on.
I
that
saw
says
this episode of SVU. It did not end well.
The worst thing is Jay's gonna have to stop dressing like he's a college frat.
Yeah,
he's gonna actually have to dress for a real job.
You think he's gonna stop?
I've thought about this before.
During the day, during his job hours. No, as soon as he gets home, that hat and everything goes back into costume.
I thought about this, like some days to be like,
gonna find the only phone booth in Bettendorf to change it.
It's exactly it. It's exactly it. It's like some days I really thought about this. I'm like, all right, so there's gonna be like some khakis involved here.
Oh,
and some
you're damn
collared
right.
shirts.
I can't wait.
But then I was like, what about the days where I'm like, hey, just let you know, I'm going shooting video later, so this is just my casual look. I was trying to figure like how this
works.
Wait
till you're a couple years in before you pull that casual look off.
I plan on waiting too. I actually, So, oh man, like a regular haircut, like every 3 weeks.
I guarantee they probably have like jeans Fridays or something, you know.
I don't think it's as strict as you think, but there are certain things.
I don't know. I mean, it's a pretty prestigious city. You know, it's a premier city.
It's a premier city. I do know that. All right, we'll be right back here at ESPN Quad Cities. Listen, Don't Hassle So Local with the original crew on Don't Hassle So Local here on the Hassle Castle.
The Rock says he's going to make your Rudy Poo candy ass famous. You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
This is Ella Schmidt, the 106-pounder for Bettendorf, and you are listening to Don't Hassle Us, We're Local.
Join the Norma Leah virtual scavenger hunt. Every correct clue gets you in a drawing for great prizes. Check the Norma Leah Facebook page for clues to appear on Tuesdays and Fridays through December 14th. Visit the torso pictures and submit information on normaleah.org. Entries must be submitted by December 15th. What you don't know about ovarian cancer can kill you. The Norma Leah Initiative is taking the silence out of ovarian cancer. Join the conversation. Participate in the virtual scavenger hunt at normaleah.org.
At Crawford Company, we specialize in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. Sports, on the other hand...
Hey, Crawford guy! Go long!
No, I can't!
Here comes the pitch to Crawford guy. Strike three.
Come on, Crawford guy, take the shot!
Sports may not be our specialty, but home comfort is. Crawford Company, plumbing and drain cleaning, heating and air conditioning.
We're gonna need to fire up the plow. The big one.
Forecast is 6 feet of snow and 66 new customers for Trin Snow Service.
Hey, Terry.
She needs more drivers before business melts away.
What do you mean Dee can't drive? I thought he was certified.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Instant Match instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
It's pretty bad. So we're using Babbel.
Babbel's conversation-based method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive, bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
There's no easier way to learn another language.
Ahora hablamos español.
He just said, now we speak Spanish.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
Are you drowning in IRS tax debt?
I owe the IRS $37,000.
Get ready for a toll-free hotline. Take advantage of new IRS tax forgiveness programs that may protect you from IRS collection agencies. They have the power to garnish your wages, put liens on your property, and levy your bank account. Civic Tax Relief can help protect you from the IRS.
Civic Tax Relief basically represented me against the IRS, and by the time everything was completed, I didn't owe the IRS anything.
Find out about the Fresh Start program that is now available through Civic Tax Relief. Civic Tax Relief's special tax hotline can help you discover all the relief programs available for free.
I would recommend anyone who has a tax problem to contact Civic Tax Relief.
Just call 800-324-4522. 800-324-4522. Don't wait. Call now. 800-324-4522. 800-324-4522.
Mike Greenberg. Green.
So Baker Mayfield is a guy who came into this season with probably as much riding on the outcome as anybody. He's in the same draft class as Josh Allen, who's gotten paid, as Lamar Jackson, who is now setting himself up to get paid, like a Mahomesian kind of contract. And Baker is the guy for, I think, all of the right reasons that there was some question. Do you pay him or do you not? And he bet on himself. And if he had a huge year, which he isn't, and if the Browns had a huge year, which they aren't, then he probably stood to make like $150 million. But now what's going to happen? So they've picked up his fifth-year option. This is his fourth year. So he's got one more year. Does he go the Kirk Cousins route? Like, does he try and position himself into a place where he becomes the franchise tag guy?
Greeny, 9 till 11 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170.
Chris Canty and Mike Golick Jr.
I also need to know where my camera is because I do need a little bit of advice for a certain friend of ours here that we have seen. Because I enjoyed watching the New York Knicks. I enjoy what they have brought to the table on all this. Evan Fournier is a great addition for this team. We have seen him bring so much to all. I just have to invite my brother in arms here to come down the road I have been on. It's time to come on home. All right? I have been given this advice by people in my life that care enough about me to help. And so that's all I want for everyone else here. Tyler Lockett made that decision this offseason. Out here balling for the Seahawks now. Like, this too can be yours if the price is right. That's all I'm saying. Like,
so, Mike, what you're saying is his jumper ain't the only thing that's fading away.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I want what's best for him. I want him to be able to go out here and thrive and look good in the process.
Canty and Golick Jr., 2 till 6 on the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 1170. When you're listening to the best sports talk, you know you found your sports leader, ESPN 1170 AM.
All right, we're back. We've had a request out there for the Panther.
Oh. Yeah, there were some of the things on there on the Hair and Just Puff Facebook comment that they were bringing up that was good. The Horse Not a Horse was really good.
Yeah, let me throw a great compliment out
Sure.
there. This is what I've always loved about my position here is chatting with everybody. A lot of times you guys don't know what's being said out there.
Mhm.
It's just kind of fun. Like they'll talk crap about any one of us.
Mhm.
They're goofing around back and forth. But right now, and this is, like I said, it's always been my favorite to communicate with everybody. It makes them feel like they're part of the show because they are.
Sure.
It,
Yeah.
it wasn't like I feel
you-
special.
you
No,
had
this is what makes it special. Is all these listeners? They're
You
the
said
ones
that a long time ago.
Yeah,
That
they're the
was-
ones that they're the ones that have driven this show behind us. Is that support that we've had from all of them. So thank you guys. Thank you today for everything. You guys are throwing out memories and funny stories and all that. It's exactly what we do here too. So they got some really good ones.
The Big Mac eating challenge was really good.
Oh yeah. Erickson said
I haven't really had that many Big Macs.
The shows from the Rhythm City, was some of his favorites.
Those were just a nightmare from jump. Every time we went remote.
Here's the deal. Now that you bring it up,
you got
remember
an
them.
Instagram with Milicic calling out Tom Arnold.
That's true,
That was my favorite
And I
memory.
just turned with my hat cocked sideways because Milicic told me, Serge, turn your hat sideways. I'm like, okay.
And then you went,
yeah. That's it. It was on Milicic's Instagram, and it's really funny.
It was funny. The setups leading up to every one of those, Jay is right. Everything we ever tried to do remote-wise, it was always some freaking piece of equipment that day, and it was always a different piece.
Yeah.
It was never the same piece. Was always breaking down because we would learn.
Right.
Okay, all right, we do it this way, and then all of a sudden, what's going on? I don't know. Something else is screwed up, and then we'd figure it out. But it was always a fight.
So some of the things that have spawned off of this show, private happy hour was always the thing we did before that. Anyway, that was just kind of our thing. But I want to thank you guys for this one. I got to announce Davenport North's high school football games for one whole season.
Yeah.
That came from this, and Sarah Klinger and her connection with Jeremy Mosier up there. And you want to know what? That was an absolute blast. I had to miss out on some good Friday night shifts at the bar, but it was super, super fun doing that.
Yeah, I would say to me the most fun that I had that just in general was running that silly little iPad.
Figuring it out.
Yeah,
watching you figure it out was fun for me.
Running it and doing it for Merrick's event up in Iowa City, and then the one that we did were Mayor Gallagher and Coach Bush.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They announced the wrestling meet up there at Central DeWitt.
Right.
And then basically I was just sitting there just plugging in, just letting it be cool for the viewer. Here they are talking. Right, here's a close-up of what's going on the mat, and then just going back and forth. It was fun.
Yep, I watched
like just that was great.
There's like all these things out there that people don't realize. I mean, those are out there that have been regular listeners or whatever, and I would say like we would at the moment be like, this is great, but we would never do, would never beat our drum the next day, be like, in case you missed it, what we did yesterday. You have to understand, folks.
Move on to the next thing.
What happened, it's in the cover of the Quad City Times today, the state of Iowa, how much money they made in the month of November. They're going to break a record for the most gambling, whatever. Wes Ericke broke on our show when it was going to happen after the Supreme Court decision. He said, it will be August 15th at noon. And we said, did you just tell us on the air? And he's like, I guess I did. So we did that, right? And then we were up in Clinton when the guy from DraftKings was there, and he's like, I'm getting an email text right now. We're like, are you serious right now?
Yeah,
we were
there.
that.
Yeah.
And we're like, right now, you're getting. He's like, it is official. At like noon today, you'll be able to, or at noon tomorrow, whatever else. We were there when DraftKings, so you do your DFS, Daily Fantasy Sports, was right there on the air. Those little things like that. I mean, we had Wes Ericke on, and he's the guy in charge of Iowa Gaming Racing Association. He was there. We were there. We talked to him the day of the Supreme Court. We talked to him the day when, he broke the news of it. So there's little things like that. And like you said, the stuff that's fun is really what gets it going. I mean, pull the scenes back. What we had to deal with also was a little bit ridiculous.
Okay, so some of the things you said, like, Ease Rays just said when you and I were on vacation, T. Roy Vato and Ease did this show trying to figure out all the computer stuff.
Oh, my God.
That was hilarious. But
what do you mean?
That was the day Vince McMahon also announced the XFL was coming back or
Yeah.
whatever else, and I'm like, I can't believe this. It was January 28th, I believe, was the day, and I was in Orlando, and I was losing my mind.
I must have blocked that one out.
Yeah.
We did shows during the flood from Front Street.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh,
The
God,
offices.
yeah, the water was...
Like it couldn't be a more gloomy day, and the river is
But
like
here's the deal. We
right
did
up
shows,
to the doorstep.
We did shows from there during the flood.
Yeah.
And luckily, we weren't down there doing shows during the flood when the wall broke.
Right.
Yeah, but we were forced to do that because this place got hacked. So
Yeah.
we lived through that hack for about a month.
That's right.
We lived through the hack. Then we lived through switching stations. Then we had COVID.
So during that, speaking of COVID, that spawned the 1117's Cocktails and Dreams.
That's right.
that
Yeah, then we did that.
We still didn't finish that, by the way. We got like three drinks left, Jay.
Yeah,
So
we got-
we can get through those.
I think
I've been waiting on the edge of my seat. I was wondering when you guys are going to bring that
But
back.
what was cool about that was we got so many compliments, and Jay was kind of the mastermind behind the setup and the filming and the putting the ads on the screen and everything else. I just like doing it because I enjoy showing people how to make certain drinks. So what we did was, if you didn't see it, was we went through the poem in the movie Cocktail, showing them how to make each drink. Whether most of them are real drinks, there were a couple.
Did you get the
fictitious ones.
Alabama Slammer?
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the first ones. But what the compliments we got on that, which I didn't even think of, you and I did it for fun, but people said, you know what, hey, that gave us something to enjoy about because the bars were closed.
Yeah.
There was everybody was drinking at home in the afternoon for happy hour. Well, they were kind of closed. Before we could do curbside carry.
Sure, yeah.
How about the
so Jay and I were doing that, and everybody said, thank you so much. This is really fun. It feels like we're back in the bar right now. I'm
Underground Golden Tea?
Yeah.
Underground Golden Tea we did. Then we had the derecho that knocked everything out for a week. I had COVID.
That's when I got COVID.
I had COVID after that, and I was out for 25 days after testing positive 5 times.
Which you come to find out you didn't need to test that many times. Things we didn't know. Uh-oh.
Phone call. You got this tea right.
Welcome to the show. Who do we have?
Hey, it's Lobo.
Holy smokes. I know that voice.
I knew that voice.
Gosh, I haven't heard this voice since last night, brother.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up,
How's it going, brother?
Hey, man, congratulations on a solid run you guys had there. We'll miss you. We'll miss
thanks.
You on the air.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, brother.
Sure,
Jake, you turn the bass down.
I remember one of the times I came in there, a funny memory I had was when I smoked out the internet guy with the death wish.
Oh, yeah.
The internet was, I can't remember exactly what his name was.
Sunny.
But, yeah, him.
Sunny.
Yeah, we gave him some death wish, and he ended up having a meltdown about it.
So speaking of Lobo's death wish salsa, Jessica and I were at a holiday party the other night, and one of the girls loves hot salsa, and Jessica had her in the Secret Santa, so she bought a pint of or a tub of Lobo's Death Wish salsa to bring to her. She loved it. 2 other people at the party tried it. A couple people's had smoke coming out of their ears, but it spawned a couple more sales for Lobo there. So he special request made 2 more tubs of Death Wish for us to give to these other friends.
It worked well. I got to step my game up. It's getting a little too easy.
No, don't. Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't. It's fine, Lobo.
Hey, Jay, all my best to you in your future endeavors, buddy.
Appreciate you, my man.
Hopefully we don't become strangers, man. I'll stop in and see you sometime at parts here soon.
No, we'll run into each other. I mean, once we get moving, and I'm sure in the summertime we'll see the dawn somewhere together. I'm sure of that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. All
Lobo,
right, guys.
Lobo, before you
Cheers
go,
to you, man.
no, before you go, do the plug, man. Where can they go get your stuff? You can QC Fuel. Where else? The 1117. Where else can you get your stuff?
All 3 QC Fuels, 1117, Old Town Bakery, Frick's, the Quarry, Hollers in Moline, and that's about Porter's out in Hampton, and the Country Store out in Geneseo right now. Those are the places I've got right now.
Right on, my man. Appreciate the phone call.
All right, you guys take care. All right.
Yep.
Take care, Lobo.
Bye. Yeah, so there was we remember when we got to go to the Bandits game and do all the things with announcing, and
so Eric
we were in the
doing the dance stuff with you was fun.
I did a shake off with him, but I did the sumo with you.
So that one
was
game
great.
that we did that for, we got to announce the lineup as they're coming up to bat for like 2 innings or 1 inning or 2 innings apiece.
Yep.
You and I each took turns as Rascal the mascot.
Yep.
That was rough.
It was hot.
It was gross.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I feel,
I think that's where COVID came from, whatever's in there.
Respect
That's where
to
COVID came
those
from.
guys
The
that
inside
do
of
that,
that bear.
on a nightly basis. I think there's 2 different guys. Mad respect to those guys because that was brutal. And then we got to do the sumo wrestling on the field in the 7th inning stretch.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
So for anybody that's ever wondering, those matches are real. They're not scripted. They are not scripted. I promise you that. I about got duped.
I like our Beastie Boys video we did.
Beastie Boys was good that we did during the COVID.
Your guys' Chippendales was better.
Chippendales was fun.
Well, it was all right.
No, and the thing is, like, these fun things are kind of like what gets going. We had to go through to make up stuff, the derecho and COVID or whatever else, and we kept going and did what we could, and it's important. You guys, the thing is you don't get behind the scenes too much, but for me in the past year, a loss of both my parents. It's one thing to get your mind off of it for at least of 2 hours. Sorry to surprise anybody, a divorce. It's something to get through 2 hours worth every day. It's something different. And for as much as like, there might be things like people saying things like, like this breaks up my day or whatever else. I mean, trust me, we would have loved to been first thing in the morning, just wasn't in the cards, and we would have loved to have been replayed, but it's not the way it works. But it's an escape no matter what. I guess we were true to what we said all along. We are the happy hour. This is what you have, a happy hour, and that's what your time is. And when you go to happy hours to escape, and not only, I'm just saying, like it allowed me to escape for a couple hours out of the day. It's not going to get you. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, lie to you that it wasn't tough to go back in the real world at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon some days, and they'd be slapped in the face with reality. But you have to do it. But for the 2 hours that we did, or 2 or 3 hours if you prep and afterwards, always a good time. So I appreciate that, gentlemen, that you allowed this ride to begin.
When we were in your other studio too, remember when Anderson would drive by and honk every time?
Yeah.
That was always fun.
Yeah.
But
that's the only thing I miss about the other studios. We actually could see the outside.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not bad in here. I mean,
it could be raining outside right now. I wouldn't know.
It's not.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The Anderson did say on the Anderson's Pub Facebook account, the Coach's Corner, that was always good about how I was almost kicked out of 8-year-old games or 9-year-old games or trying to steal signs.
Well, I just love that you were always trying to schmooze the umpire.
Yeah, I did that too.
You're an umpire schmoozer.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Really big.
Jay, were you at Crow Creek the night T-Ray got kicked out of a game and half our team did?
I was there. Was I late to that game?
No, you were there. I know.
No,
you
I was
weren't
late.
There.
I wasn't there yet.
So Pops was there.
But yeah,
Pop was there.
Yeah,
because that was when.
Oh, first of all, Jay, that tribute game we had at Lindsay Park for your dad was awesome.
Oh yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah,
well, the one you're talking about, Serge, is when basically they were telling us that this one girl was thrown out of the game, and I'm not going to say her name.
Because you were drinking.
Yeah, I didn't want to
She
embarrass
took a
her.
sip of a beer.
A
grown adult took a sip of a beer.
And this guy had a power trip, and I
know his name.
I said, well, that's it. I go, we can't field the team now. He's like, what do you mean? I go, you just kicked our player out. I said, let's go, guys. We're done. And then, that was fun.
You were that calm.
Oh, I was not calm. He wanted to know what my name was.
He's like, and he goes, Serge, what's 12's name? I go, I'm not telling you his name, man. Come on.
There might have been an F word and none of your business.
Yeah, let's
involved.
Let's
and I don't know if it was all in that order.
Yeah, like he made her cry.
Yeah,
it was that bad.
Like,
and then her husband was not happy after that.
I don't think anybody was happy.
No, he made it. He just.
I think Jay got a phone call from the city.
I did.
That he's working for now.
Exactly.
That's how he got his job. They know he's a good guy.
Oh, how the turntables have.
Yeah, exactly.
Turned.
Anderson said something nice, really did enjoy bringing awareness and recognition of local youth sports. That's what we did. We have to mention Jay Kidwell, Matt Randazzo. When we had Scooby, we had Joby on from KWQC, Matt Koss,
Rosso,
Vasco.
Yeah,
and then what am I missing here? Oh, what am I missing?
I don't know.
There's
from the Times. From the Times.
Oh, Koss.
The other one.
Bobby.
He's got Metcalf.
He got
Metcalf.
Yeah, Bobby's a good one. So when I was doing those announcements, so I was the in-game PA announcer for Davenport North. So I literally got to, ladies and gentlemen, here come your Wildcats. Yeah. And they had a Jay Foster, an automated one that sounded
just like Jay Foster.
It was rough. They didn't improve on that. Yeah. But
I've been trying to hire him out.
I got at halftime of my first game, I'm walking back through the press box, and Bobby's sitting there. Bobby goes, "Is that you on the mic?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I know you're over here. He goes, "He's like, I knew there's something familiar about this voice out there." Ladies and gentlemen, check out that drum line.
Oh yeah, they love that.
Hey Bobby, you want to come and get on the mic? No.
That's it. Yeah.
That's a Wildcat first down.
That's why we brought
Bobby,
him on the radio.
You want to be in our fantasy league? No.
Great. He's got Metcalf. Great. Now how many phone calls do we have of that too? Not having a producer, geez, dear Lord. How did we get away with somebody not just MFing us all over the air? Is beyond me. Yeah.
No one ever cussed.
Yeah, no.
So, how many did you have, T-Ray?
I don't know.
2?
Yeah.
Need that over 2.
Really?
Bobby Bunch got me that one day on purpose.
Bobby, that was the big one.
There was that one day in a row where someone said the S word 3 days in a row till I finally went to break, and I said, "Am I missing the joke? Are you guys doing this on purpose to see if I'm going to break or not?" It was we had like a.
Was it one of us?
Yeah, we had like 3 days in a row. Yes, one of us.
Oh,
like you were one of them. Someone else, a guest was. Whatever. 3 days in a row till finally
I never said the S word.
Yes, you did.
No, I said a different one.
Maybe I might have said it, but are you guys cussing?
Ozzy Osbourne mumbled it so bad that it didn't really get caught, but all I saw was Jay's eyes glaring at me, and I looked at him and I just mouthed, "Keep going." Keep going.
Yeah, I cussed once too.
I had a really bad one, and that's when I was like,
"Yeah."
That was the Bobby Ray Bunch one.
There was a different one where I did it, and I was like, "Uh-oh."
Well,
we all make mistakes.
We're going to reminisce and all that stuff. That's fine, but we have...
We work in bars, and we're adults that like to play sports still.
Yeah.
Not anymore. My body won't take it.
But we've got to do what we normally do.
Oh, baby.
Like the bread and butter of this whole show. Play along in the Harrington Club Facebook comment thread. If you're in your car, wherever you listen to it, or at work, and just guess the lines with us. It's going to be Week 15. We got starting with the Thursday night game, December 16th, all the way to Monday night's game, which I'm going to be at next Monday, by the way. I'm going to be in Chicago for that game.
Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. So
I'll tell you what game I'm going to be at after you guys get done with this.
All right. Serge, can you pull us up for us?
I already on it, buddy.
Oh, all right. Look at this.
Come
like
on,
riding a
He's
bike.
been here before.
It's not his first rodeo. Okay.
Kansas City
Hey,
Chiefs.
Serge. Last show on a Monday for the rest of the year. just want to start that for the rest of forever. Anyway, all right, okay.
I'll see you next year.
Yeah. There we go.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Thursday night game. Kansas City goes to the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a divisional game. Kansas City is what, 6 in a row?
Yep.
LA, what are you going to get? I know Herbert looked like amazing yesterday.
It was the Giants.
I know. It was the Giants.
I know.
He was
Herbert's still
23-31.
really good,
23 of 31, 275 yards with 3 TDs. All right. Let's play the game.
What do you got?
Well, I actually took Kansas City favorite on the road.
So did I.
I'm leaning only because the public, by the way, has not been betting Kansas City recently, but now that they're kind of covering spread, I bet you they'll come back. It's got to be Kansas City, right? I got Kansas City -2.
I went a little deeper.
Really?
4.5, Kansas City.
I think that's too much for a divisional game.
Okay.
What'd you say, Jay?
I said Kansas City -2 at LA Chargers.
And T-Ray said
4.5.
T-Ray's going to win this one. It's right in between you guys, but he's closer. It's 3.5.
It's because they know the public is going to bet the Chiefs. And that's it. They know they're going to bet the Chiefs. So they put the 3.5, and it's going to be a 3-point game, and the home dog is going to cover 4.5.
Why am I getting that look? I get it.
What? You were way off.
I'm on the right side of this, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Don't go any further. I have to do something here.
What'd you not do?
I didn't do New England at Indianapolis. I passed it on purpose.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I know. So, oh boy. That's stupid. All right. I don't even like what I just picked. All right, moving on to Saturday's game.
Thank God we waited for that.
Yeah, Saturday, December 18th. So now we got Saturday NFL games. We've got a 3:30 and a 7:20.
Mookie's going to be so excited.
She is, isn't she?
She doesn't even know.
Las Vegas at Cleveland. I have not looked at any of these lines. I'm going to be under, and for no reason am I going to be how low I went on this, and it's for no reason whatsoever. I'd be upset if it's preposterous. I'm going to be upset. I have Cleveland favored at home.
I do too, and I have Cleveland -4.5.
Okay, I went and gave them just a little hook here. I would assume everyone's going to bet Cleveland. That backdoor cover was disgusting. I understand it's a divisional game, but Cleveland is not that good. Baker Mayfield is like 27th in quarterback rating, or like 28th, 29th out of 32.
I'll take him.
I've got Cleveland -3.5. You have them at what? Cleveland
4.5.
Okay.
All right.
This thing's more than 4.5.
It's more than 4.5.
It's ridiculous.
Cleveland -6.
Under what reason?
I don't think Serge knows, but I mean,
no, I honestly don't. I mean, you're looking at a 7-6 team versus a 6-7 team, and like you said, Baker's not good.
Cleveland has a better defense, better running game.
I mean, did the Raiders beatdown this weekend have anything to do with it?
Probably.
It just seems like
they got crushed.
The Raiders' descent is
There's
like a slow burning going down. And I think they're just trying to catch up to it.
Their car broke down.
Yeah, and but the check engine light was on the entire time, and they weren't.
The whole
they
thing
weren't
of losing
fixed.
Gruden,
Their car,
the losing,
down.
the losing Gruden, the Henry Ruggs thing.
Yeah.
They're dealing with a lot, man. And I don't think they're a bad team. I just think no team can go through all that garbage and come out clean. I think that's what's going on with the Raiders. I mean that loss to Washington is. Listen, you beat Dallas and then you lose your next two the way they do.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Like, I mean, you go through the categories on who has the edge on just going through like offensive statistics on that, and it's neck and neck.
Yeah.
Why is Cleveland getting 6? I don't know, but
yeah,
those odds makers, they're always
because they're watching them go out to an early lead and then just piss it down their leg against Baltimore. Is that what they were doing?
Take Vegas plus the 6. Jump on it now.
I mean, that onside kick, there was like something like in Justin Tucker's career, he has never done successful onside kick. Everything that you know, like he's hit 25 in a row. You're like, this field goal's no good.
Right.
Like everything they were saying, like Baltimore is like 0-16 in their last attempts, and Tucker's never done one. And that lineman for Cleveland looked like he was in on the spread. Like he turned his entire head and it hit his shoulder.
Well,
he never kept his eye on the ball.
Fans, friends, when you're watching games, whether you're on the same side or different sides, our particular group, one of our favorite sayings is during whatever game, whatever situation, no way they mess this up.
Yeah.
And we don't say mess.
Yeah.
No way this happens. Like, I'm talking from missed extra points to going for it on 4th and inches. Like, I don't know. Yeah, Cleveland's not going to. I don't think they're going to cover. I would take the Raiders all day.
Yeah. The night game. New England at Indianapolis. Interesting game.
Very interesting game.
It's one of those neither one's going to forget. They're still Deflategate. I don't care where Tom Brady is. I don't really think these two teams really care for each other. And Belichick doesn't forget, that's for certain. I do have New England favored on the road.
I do too.
I don't know if I went high enough if thinking that the public's going to jump over this, and I'm probably under. I have New England minus 2.5.
I went New England minus 3.
Okay, Mikey Hart has New England minus 4. You're all wrong.
Okay.
They have the Colts favored by 2. I don't agree with that either.
Gets it by default.
Yeah, that's not a good call by them.
I don't. No. I would like to see the Colts win.
I'll take New England plus those points.
Yep.
That's not a good call by them. Especially. So is that a situation? Well, wait a minute. But the Patriots are on a bye. Right? Were the Colts on a bye too? What am I? I'm not off on that, right? Colts were on a bye too, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's it? Oh, okay.
I still don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters
Belichick
either.
off a bye is better than Reich off a bye.
Trying to tell. Yeah, come on.
Come on, man.
Come on. Carson Wentz?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I'm saying Mac Jones. I guess shouldn't do that, but.
I'll
all
take
right.
Mac Jones all day over Carson Wentz right now.
Okay, let's take a break here, and then we'll go into the Sunday and then Monday night games here on ESPN Quad Cities. We'll be right back. Don't hassle us for local.
I've been earning and burning, snapping necks and cashing.
You like that? You like that? Give me a hell yeah! I said, give me a hell yeah!
This is Coach A.C. Earl. Don't hassle us, we're local.
Running on empty? Don't let aging drain your body. Limitless Male can help you recharge safely under medical care. As you age, your body produces less testosterone, which can cause one or more symptoms. Trouble sleeping, no energy, loss of muscle mass, poor concentration, belly fat, low sex drive, depression. Limitless Male can eliminate these symptoms with testosterone replacement therapy and re-energize your life. Schedule a free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Feel great, get strong, live long. The Bettendorf Life Fitness Center wants to help you live a healthier lifestyle. Whether you enjoy lifting weights, taking a fitness class, playing tennis or pickleball, shooting some hoops, or hitting the track, the LFC has something for everyone to enjoy. Palmer Hills Golf Course and Grill. Gift cards are available in any amount and are always the right size and color for anyone. A Palmer Hills gift card sets you up for green fees, car rental, the driving range, merchandise, or a meal at Palmer Grill. Visit the Bettendorf Life Fitness Center or Palmer Hills Golf Course and find the perfect gift today.
Hi, this is Tate with Westmore Carriers. Are you a CDL team driver? If so, Westmore Carrier wants you. Right now we are hiring CDL teams and paying each driver a $5,000 signing bonus. That's right, $5,000 for both team members. Plus, be home nights and weekends. Call me now at 309-644-2278. Westmore Carriers is looking for CDL team drivers now. Call now to get started, 309-644-2278, online at westmorecarriers.com.
You may be into punk rock, soft rock, or classic rock, R&B, hip-hop, or house, country, techno, or techno country. But no matter what kind of music you listen to, here's something else you should hear. Please consider getting vaccinated. Talk to your pharmacist today about Comirnaty, COVID-19 vaccine mRNA. This message brought to you by BioNTech and Pfizer.
Dell Technologies' end-of-year sale is the perfect time to upgrade tech. Save big on the latest computers featuring Windows 11 Pro that easily automate workflows. Don't forget to shop servers, storage, and top-brand electronics with savings up to 45% and all with free shipping. Call a Dell Technologies advisor to help you transform your digital workspaces with comprehensive end-to-end solutions. Find the right tech for your business needs at 877-ASK-DELL. That's 877-ASK-DELL.
Hey, Chrissy, it's Leo. We're going to need some backup on Friday night, okay?
Leo's Limos needs to say I do to 4 commercial drivers.
You booked another wedding on Saturday?
Before wedding season.
No. I'll make it work.
Indeed can help him hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
I'm Chris Rose with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Pack prevailed against the Bears Sunday night 45-30. Aaron Rodgers threw for 341 yards and 4 scores. The Bucs beat the Bills in overtime. Tom Brady found Brashad Perriman for the game-winning score and his 700th career touchdown pass, 33-27 the final. The Niners won in overtime as well, thanks to Jimmy G finding Brandon Ayuk from 12 yards out. They bested the Cincinnati Bengals 26-23. The Chiefs rolled past the Raiders 48-9. Patrick Mahomes 258 and a couple of scores. The Cowboys took care of the Washington football team 27-20. Rookie Micah Parsons a pair of sacks and a forced fumble. And the Broncos lined up with just 10 players and took a delay-of-game penalty to begin the game against the Lions to honor their fallen wideout, Demaryius Thomas. Denver won the game 38-10. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
With the holidays in full swing, join in the festivities at Lowe's Winterfest. Start by getting $20 off a Craftsman 20-volt max drill kit. Was $79, now $59. Or Blackstone Riddles with an everyday low price starting at $149. Make more holiday at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Valid through 12/15 while supplies last. U.S. only.
Napa know-how.
At Napa, get great deals on a variety of Craftsman tools all month long for those DIYers in your family. Like the 20-volt drill driver combo with a battery and charger for just $119. With a deal like that, we're putting unfinished projects on notice. Looking at you, loose doorknob. That's the drill driver combo, just $119. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and NapaOnline.com while supplies last. Offer ends 12/31/21.
From the Vegas Gaming Cafe, this is the Quad City Sports Leader, ESPN 104.1 FM, 1170 AM, KBOB Davenport, K281DB Davenport.
Welcome back, everybody. I want to encourage everyone to get down to the best quesadillas in town. They are at Jimmy O's. And it's a special today. Buy two, pay for both of them. And from what I hear, Serge, the best quesadilla maker at Jimmy O's is Shelby. And she happens to be working today. So
clearly saying she doesn't
throw on
like
down
to
there.
make those. Just throw that right in there.
No,
Go for
they
it.
are delicious.
And she
They're
loves
absolutely
to make them. If you're sitting there
That's
listening right now.
It's an inside joke between Shelby and I.
I think she wants to make
she
one.
does. She does make really good quesadillas. All their food down
I
there is
imagine
awesome.
she's going to punch me the next time she sees me.
Probably.
That's cool. I like getting beat.
In the middle of doing Guess the Lines for Week 15 for the NFL, where we just, gentleman's agreement, we don't pay attention to the lines, we don't look at them, we don't go ahead, we guess them when we come in here. The only prep work is really our brain and what we saw the day before.
And mine's pickled.
Mm-hmm.
Today, at least.
2-1, T-Roy currently has the lead. We're moving on to Sunday games. These are all noon. We have 2, 4, 6, 7 noon games. One really crappy one.
Okay, I'll guess.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't know.
Okay.
There's a couple crappy ones.
Yeah, I know.
I think there's two, and I think I know. I think I can tell you which one Jay's going to say is worse.
Well, yeah, there's one obvious one. That's just a big,
All right, let's start.
All right, Carolina at Buffalo.
Bettendorf Panthers.
The Buffalo Bills off a overtime loss to the Bucks. Panthers lost divisional game against Atlanta, which was an obvious play. It's one of two that covered spread, two dogs that covered spread. Everybody else, all the favorites won yesterday. Carolina, oh, Jesus. Who is their quarterback? Who is their offensive coordinator? Cam Newton he starts, then he gets pulled. He starts, he gets pulled. P.J. Walker's in there.
You got McCaffrey out for the year. Their wide receiving core is just...
Yeah, he really screwed up my parlay last week.
Yeah.
Carolina
Carolina's
your
in disarray.
season-ending injury, but
Yeah.
you messed up my one $10 bet.
Yeah, now I'll never forgive you. Anytime your name comes up, I will just curse you. I will curse you.
Could have won $900.
That's right.
Thanks a lot, Pat. Christian.
I have Buffalo favored at home. Obviously, I've got them at -7.
I did 7 in the hook.
Good call.
Well, since you guys tied, that's fantastic because there's no line yet.
We didn't tie.
No, he's got 7 in the hook.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, he's got the hook. No line.
No line yet. I think that's the only one with no line.
I'm surprised.
Gosh, should I do a Siri?
I'm surprised that they. Yeah, go ahead.
Watch this.
I'm surprised there's a line on the Ravens one.
Hey,
but
Siri,
yeah.
what's the spread on the Carolina Panthers versus the Buffalo Bills?
Back to bad radio. Good.
Oh, this is great.
The Buffalo Bills are a professional football team.
say that the Bills will defeat the Panthers by 11 points.
11?
That's what it says.
That's quite a bit.
Thank you, Siri.
That's like the episode of How I Met Your Mother where they watch Sandy Rivers read the newspaper
Yeah.
on live TV. Jeez.
What do you mean?
That's just them
I've
saying
never
Carolina.
seen you do that here. Sorry.
That just means
I missed
Carolina's
those.
just going to shut it down. They think they're sitting at 5-8, 3-3 on the road, and Bills obviously need to win, so they're just thinking Carolina's shutting it down.
Draft pick. They need something.
11. That's a large spread. All right. Well, I mean,
Good thing I put the hook on that one.
Buffalo will probably be covering that in the first half and then blow it in the second half or whatever else. That's at Buffalo. I guess that makes sense. I don't have a lot of faith in Buffalo. I think they're fake. Jets at Miami.
Yeah, I think this one's obvious. This is one of your bad games per se this week.
Okay.
I mean, I like Miami, but the Jets are terrible. And Miami, to me, like I sent you a text too, like maybe ideas for today.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, things that I thought are disappointments of the NFL season. Miami to me has been a disappointment just because I thought they were going to be a lot better than they have been. But that being said, they're still going to be favored in this game. I got -8.5.
Okay, you went higher than I did. Divisional game at home. I just took Miami -6.
You know what, Jay? You should have gotten higher because it is 8.5 on the dot. Gold star for T-Roy.
good job.
Oh, I get a star on my last day.
Where's my bell at?
Yeah.
Not like
Where's my bell?
It's over here. You got to give him his bell.
Yeah, it's
I
not
forgot
like
about the bell.
Good job, T-Roy.
Good job, T-Roy. This is so dumb. Doing this for 15, 14 weeks. You've done it you haven't been here since week 4, and I'm behind. It's ridiculous.
Don't you do the
what?
The thing for the gambling place?
I do, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do that too.
Get your pen out of your mouth.
The Washington football team goes to the Philadelphia Eagles divisional game. Both teams look like they might be going somewhere.
Where?
But then Washington was playing some good football until yesterday, and
the
then
problem is they're both in the playoffs possibly with a win here.
Oh, yeah, that's so sad.
Right now, Washington.
Right.
Yeah, right now Washington owns a tiebreaker against Philadelphia, so Philadelphia needs to win this one. It's at home. I'm giving Philadelphia a good old-fashioned missionary position -3.
Well, we're gonna tie because I did missionary as well. I did Philly -3.
Please tell me it's 3.
It's not 3. I was waiting to see if anybody else had any guesses here. They did not. It is -4. Philly -4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are both only off by 1. Mikey said Washington by 2. He's been pretty close on a lot of other ones. Not that one. Sorry, bud.
That's probably going to have a lot to do with Kyle Allen. Because what was the report on Taylor Heineken Light?
Heineken Light?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he just got bruised up. I didn't think it was something major, but I mean,
okay.
I wasn't paying that close attention.
Always interesting if we have a line when the Monday night team hasn't played. We've got the Arizona Cardinals at Detroit Lions. Detroit won their last home game. That's the inside knowledge you get here at the show.
What was the game last week?
That's the inside knowledge you get. Detroit went down the field and had a game-winning touchdown against the Vikings 2 weeks ago.
This has got to be one of the highest home dog spreads I've ever had.
Did you guys hear what Did you guys hear what they called the Steelers-Vikings game?
What?
Was that
neither team beat the Lions or something like that?
Who can't beat Detroit Lions Bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I flirted with going high. I know I'm in double digits, but you sound like you're very high.
And I'm not very high.
Okay.
This is pretty high for
a road.
Team.
Not like Bobby Mack high.
No. No, shout out to the Bob father. I've got Arizona -10.5.
We tied again.
Okay.
Wow. Those are both good guesses. I'd probably be right along there with you, but it's a little bit higher than that. It is Arizona -13.5. Mikey Hart wins that one at -14.
Wow.
I think that one will be bet down. You can wait if you really like that. You can wait till that's going to get down a little bit. All right. The Dallas COVID boys.
Whoa.
Yeah,
hey, man.
You know what you guys brought into this country.
Oh, yeah. What?
By the way, did fat Jason Garrett lose any weight from his COVID?
It didn't look like it.
Oh, man. He didn't have it. He just wanted a week off.
Yeah.
They're at the New York Giants. I don't know.
This game's going to win me a bottle of wine.
Why? Who do you know that likes the New York Giants that wants to bet?
Our one buddy's dad.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's a huge Giants fan.
Oh, jeez.
So
I think I only know like one Giants fan
I
myself.
just honestly gave the 1.5 off for being a home team. So I got Dallas -5.5 favorite on the road.
I got Dallas -7.5.
T-Rare's going to take this one. They're big on the Cowboys.
Get out of here. There's no way they should be favored that much on the road.
10.5.
That is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. That they're 10.5 favorite on the road that much.
Look who's starting for the Giants, Jay.
Who, Mike Glennon?
Right. Look
Didn't
who
the Bears
they have no wide receivers.
Yeah, they did. They paid him a lot of money, too.
Isn't Barkley hurt again? I don't even know if Barkley's been playing. It doesn't seem like it. I haven't heard.
This guy here is dead.
Just cross him off.
See, he's not on the injury report.
All right.
That's a lot of points. That to be that far off is ridiculous. Ah, boy. Arizona 13.5. I can understand that one. Dallas 10.5. I do not understand that one.
Giants are terrible.
Divisional game.
They just lost at home last week pathetically.
To who? Oh, listen from me.
To the Chargers.
Yes. But divisional game, different. No, they were on the road. They were in L.A.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's in L.A. But
yeah, they still put up 21 against them.
Lost by 16.
Glennon, hey, by the way, Glennon Was 17 of 36 for 191 yards, 2 TDs. He's only going to get better.
I'll take him.
He's only going to get better.
You had him. You remember?
Come back.
I think it was like 3 years, $39 million.
We need more quarterbacks, Jay.
I really feel like that was the number, too. I think it was 3 years, $39 million.
John Fox back.
Yeah.
Jay, you did have a request out there from Andy Brebner to do the rest of the show in your Brockmeyer voice.
I need a night of like binge watching Brockmeyer before I could do that again.
You guys couldn't keep up with the super fans.
Yeah,
mustaches and voices.
I know. There's no way.
Minutes.
Tennessee at Pittsburgh.
This one was tough, but I still think Tennessee should be favored in this. I got Tennessee -3.
I agree with you that Tennessee should be favored in this. I went a little bit lower. Again, the 1.5 at home probably could have given it a little bit more edge to the Steelers because it's home field, Heinz Field. -1.5 on the road. Tennessee's favored.
Jaybird for the win. Right in between you guys, though, -2.
Okay.
Titans -2. Mikey had -4.
By that. I'm not giving a lot of love to Pittsburgh there. All right, the ultimate poop fecta game. Houston at Jacksonville. The NFL did not, they looked at this and they're like, "Oh boy, we gotta make them play." So, I didn't even get cute with this at all. I just gave it the -3. Jacksonville.
I went -2.5.
Okay.
I think Houston might be a little bit better.
I think Tyrod's got it. Okay.
Well.
Yep.
Jaybird.
Yep.
Oh, look at Jay.
Look at that. For Jay. It is Jacksonville Jags -3.
It took very little thought into that whatsoever to just give him the dumb old 3. Urban, the winner Urban that he is.
Oh, goodness.
I know.
He is a winner.
On to the afternoon games. The Dirty Birds go to San Francisco. Is San Francisco back? I don't know. Atlanta, they got to win. Now they go to the 49ers.
This one surprised me.
I need to take a timeout here. You just wouldn't believe what's going on right now.
Okay.
Somebody set the alarm off because they don't know the code.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm texting them.
Okay.
I mean to text them the codes? I still know them.
Yeah. Just putting out fires. It's fine.
Work. T-Roy. Grab a cocktail, man. Relax.
I don't have one. I like to grab someone by the stack
no,
and
you're
swivel
fine.
I took San Francisco favored at home, and
Some people should not reproduce.
I went -5.
You went San Fran -5?
Yeah.
We are like all over the same page here lately. I'm -5.5.
Okay.
Sorry, I was saying
no,
hi to
it's
Andy
okay.
from the Natty.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's up, Andy?
Jumping in there. Called it a Christmas miracle here, having the gang back together. Looking at Falcons-Niners, correct?
Yes, sir.
What'd you say, Jay?
5.
T-Roy?
5.5.
T-Roy wins that one at 8.5. San Fran. I think that's a little high.
It's high. You're dead on that one. That's too high.
That's why I said that one surprised me.
You tell me.
I mean,
you tell me what San Francisco's done.
What records did Kittle break yesterday?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, he went off for 151 yards.
Yeah,
there was one where it looked like he jumped.
My fantasy team, Jay.
It looked like he jumped 4.5 feet in the air to make a catch. That was just unbelievable. That ended up putting there. It was they had to score a touchdown to win that in overtime. Cincinnati got the ball first in OT, and San Francisco let Cincinnati back in that game. Cincinnati kicked a field goal, and rarely do you see it happen, but they went down and scored a touchdown, and they won that game. And the rumors all over the place were that Burrows was Burrow. I'm just used to call him Cincinnati Burrows. That his hand was fractured. Like they thought, like 2 different fingers were going to be that were broken. And they said, you see in the other how swollen it was in the game before. So all the beat writers were filling in the sharps in Vegas. This line switched. It actually started with the Bengals opening up as favorites. By kickoff, 49ers were favored by 2.5. So they did cover a spread, but they had to work to do it. I don't know. The San Francisco team, I haven't seen it yet. That's a lot of points. I don't like to do. Oh, you guys weren't here, obviously. I heard the best description of Matt Ryan. Someone said, do you know what Matt Ryan's the best at in the NFL?
Nothing.
No, he's the best at telling the rest of his team to hurry up and get up there because he's always playing from behind. So he runs up the line of scrimmage. Come on, guys, let's go. Come on. And it's true. Think about it. Every time you see Matt Ryan, you always see him just trying to rush everything up.
Poor guy.
All right, Cincinnati at Denver.
This one was tough for me.
It's a tough one. Teddy Two Gloves loves to cover. What's Cincinnati going to do here? They're in the thick of it. So is Denver, right?
I took Denver as the favorite.
I went the other way, so this is going to be interesting.
I got Denver -1.5.
I have Cincinnati -1.5. So that's an interesting one. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, somebody's right.
Yeah.
One of you is correct. T-Roy wins this one.
Okay.
Another star.
Denver -1.5.
That's interesting. I want to see their record on the road versus Denver's at home.
I mean, Denver's that sneaky team that I don't know if Vic Fangio's the right coach.
Jay, what were you looking for, Cincinnati? That's what the stat man's here for, bud.
Their road victory. Their road.
They're 4-2 on the road.
Oh boy, what's Denver at home?
Denver at home is 4-3.
It's an interesting one. You never know what you're going to get. Joe Burrow, man, I love the guy, but it just seems like he's always throwing one ball that looks like he should have never, ever thrown it in his life.
I'll take him.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, good call. You should be a GM of those guys.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah.
I'll set the pace.
Whoa.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah, he's not good.
Green Bay at Baltimore. This is a line I'm surprised we have one.
I might be too low on this line.
I think I might be too low also.
Do you have one, Serge?
For which game?
Green Bay at Baltimore.
Baltimore against those losers. There's a line.
Okay.
I got Green Bay favored.
Yeah. Go ahead.
4.5?
I went higher than you. I got Green Bay -5.5.
Ooh, Jaybird. He's got him. It's higher than that, too. It's 6.5 for Aaron Rodgers and his COVID toe.
I think that's too much. Yeah, it's COVID toe, but I mean Baltimore just.
What's a COVID
I think didn't they lose? His toe, like he showed it like to the press afterwards.
I don't care.
There's like some things like there's like he had COVID
in his toe.
No.
Oh.
So the joke is he's making fun of that anytime anybody has any sort of injury whatsoever, and this goes for the world too, not just sports. Anytime to where you can't sneeze, you can't scratch your head.
Oh yeah.
You can't stub your toe.
Gotcha.
Anything you do, COVID.
Yeah,
oh, really cool joke. That's really fun.
Yeah.
You know, talk about played out.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. You know. Oh, you got something in your eye. A COVID eye. Okay, that's what he was saying. Is it's not COVID toe either, and puts it up to the camera. Like he's being a little ridiculous, but as much as I don't like the guy for how good he is, it was pretty funny.
All right.
Just go play somewhere else,
or don't.
Just stop. I'd rather you go somewhere else so we can stop the drama. I really would.
Speaking of my fantasy team, I picked Aaron Rodgers in about the third, or no. And after I already had a starting quarterback, I picked Rodgers in like the next round or two just to piss everybody off, so nobody else can take him.
Yeah, good job.
And I keep him on the bench.
Yeah, there you go.
I still won yesterday with him being on the bench, with Lamar Jackson as my starter.
Oh wow!
Get a whole 1.5 points for you.
Yeah. Rodgers got a lot more than that.
Yeah,
he did. Yeah,
he was like in the 30s.
I'm so good.
Oh, all right. We're down to the final stretch here, Jay. You need
Seattle
to win out
at
to tie.
the Rams.
Sea Chickens and the Rams.
Rashard Penny's back. Pick him up on your fantasy.
Okay.
He went for a lot of yards, 137 on 16 carries, 2 touchdowns. Seattle, I don't know. This is divisional. It just seems like they'll play better away from home. LA's got a lot to prove tonight, and they might be beat up from the game that they're going tonight. I did make the Rams favorite, and I went a little heavier. I gave them the hook, -3.5.
I went Rams -6.5.
Jeez.
T-Roy's way closer.
Way closer.
Way closer. Rams -7.
the Seattle struggled with the Houston team. I'm sorry, that guy might have had 130 yards, but they struggled with the Houston team that sucks.
They were up.
I just didn't.
What do you mean? At first they did. Yeah, they were behind. Then they came
just
in
don't
and
think
put them away.
Seattle's what they were, and I don't know what's going. I think Wilson's injury is really affecting him. That's period. That is what you don't break off the end of your index finger, or your middle finger, your FU finger, if you will, and throw a football that well. I mean, he's a great quarterback. There's nothing else to explain.
Yeah, but Lee, I think you're right here to say that if Davis Mills can throw for 331 yards against this defense, Matt Stafford can as well.
Right.
Jared Goff 2.0, whatever you want to call him. There is something interesting with Seattle, and I don't know what the direction is, and I think it's time for Pete Carroll to feel like the seat's getting warm.
I think his gig's over, much like ours.
Yep.
Oh, Pete Carroll.
Put us in the same boat as him.
I just say.
Why'd you do that?
Down the stretch. On the 2-yard line.
All right, so I can't win this.
We're going to pass it.
Oh, Bird.
Nah.
Come on, let's finish out strong.
That's it.
Come on, losing by 1 ain't bad.
Saints at Tampa Bay. Oh, I should have gone higher on this. That's for certain, because Tampa Bay is probably still mad that they lost, right, to Saints earlier in the year.
Oh, yeah.
I should have gone a lot higher than this. But Tom Brady in the prime time is not always the best. I've got Tampa favored, and I've only got them at minus 4.5.
Tampa minus 7.5.
Jesus,
you're both low. It's 11.
Oh, wow.
God, they have no faith at all.
No.
Tampa just, I know.
The Saints are another one of those teams, too, where you can't put together 2 good games.
Well, their defense is really good, but their problem is they lost Drew Brees. They don't have Michael Thomas. And
the Bills were minus 6 at New Orleans. They went down there. It should have been. Yeah, 7.5. It makes more sense because Tampa just beat them, but not 11. I don't know why it's so low.
Why they don't give the ball to Kamara anymore than they
Kamara's
do?
a stud,
I don't know
man.
why they don't just feed him the ball.
I think the Saints are really looking for a quarterback next year.
But they just signed Taysom to another deal.
He's not the answer.
But they don't want him to be a quarterback, though.
They like him for his gimmicky things. He's
Right.
not a starting quarterback.
He's not a starting quarterback.
Okay, so theirs isn't a true wildcat with him, but when they bring him in weird situations and run, like you said, the gimmicky plays, that's when he's of value.
Yeah, they need somebody. They need whoever's coming out of college. I don't know who's going to be the big stud this year. I don't think anything's going to come close to what we had last year for a draft, but
right,
quarterback-wise, but yeah, we'll see.
And finally, your Monday night football game.
Dun, dun, dun.
Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. This line is not going to make sense to me either. So
I feel Minnesota should be favored in this game.
Minnesota should be favored, but they're going to be favored by way too much.
Right. It's just I can see the Bears winning this game.
Absolutely.
But I'm guessing the line. I'm not guessing who's going to win the game.
Yeah.
I got Minnesota minus 4.
I didn't go that heavy. I only gave them minus 2.5, but I do feel like the Bears can win this game. Minnesota is, God, I can't say enough bad things about this coaching staff that Minnesota has and what they're doing with that team.
I would say this: you can look at both
their
these teams.
coaching staff.
Yeah, you can look at both these teams and be like, "What is going on?"
No. But hold on, you don't return back what they have. They have a receiver that had over 1,000 yards. You had a running back that had 1,500 yards, and you had a quarterback that threw for, I think,
almost 4,000.
Almost 4,000. You don't return that, and then that happens, and you don't let it happen. What the defense did against the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff to go down there. You don't lead every single game you've been in the NFL and have that record. They've led in every single game at some point this year.
Look at their offensive talent. I mean,
that's what I'm just saying.
They should be really good.
Right. And everybody buys into it. Every week they're like, oh, they're right there on the cusp. They're there right now too. They're on the outside looking in. They're at 6-7 with everybody else.
Yeah.
And they could get in with Washington stumbles, and they do something right. The Vikings, they could get in the playoffs and backdoor, and then everybody and their mother bets against them, and they're going to cover
game.
that.
And the Bears, this is a game where I could see the Bears. Listen, they were pesky enough to do what they did to Green Bay, and I don't see the coaching staff at Minnesota being able to handle that.
Right. So
it helped
you
a lot.
Got 4. I got 2.5. What is it?
All right. So this is the closest one you guys have had today. It's minus 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
So I get it.
T-Roy wins it. Now, that's the thing about the Vikings is Yeah, yes, they should be way better than that. Their record should be way better. Like, they've been leading in every single game. Coaching staff sucks, but they've just been banged up more than people realize.
Defensively,
Thielen's out now. Yeah, he's out
Offensive
this
and
week.
defensive.
But like
They're super inconsistent.
Like we were joking last week. It's like with Jefferson. He's probably like texting Diggs and being like, "Sup? How'd you get out of here?
What was that? The elite quarterback?
Yeah, the elite
QB.
Yeah, get out of here. You're
thread.
like, that was a good one.
That was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the thing. If you're a potential NFL coach out there, and you're the next really good hire, you're a good offensive mind, whatever it is that I think Minnesota needs, but you want to be the coach of this team.
It's Stefanski.
He already left.
I know, but buy him out. See what the Browns want for him. Get out of there if I'm him.
Stefanski?
Yeah. He was at Minnesota for a long time, tight ends coach.
I know, but I don't think he wants to leave Cleveland now.
I would. I mean, the winnable division. Listen, I got it. That's a great question. Do you want to leave if Aaron Rodgers leaves your division?
Then there you go.
Okay, because you got the AFC North, which you can win in that division if you have the right quarterback and you get the talent together and put it together.
Because follow me here. If we're going to go down this rabbit hole.
Mm-hmm.
If Rodgers leaves Green Bay, Sergi, I think I'm going to change my mind to this because I thought that his best landing place was going to be Denver, right?
Mm-hmm.
I no longer think that. I think it's New Orleans.
That's mentioned, I think. What about Pittsburgh?
That's a really good spot, too.
Mm-hmm.
And he fits in from Green Bay to Pittsburgh is the same type of fan.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
But those are two really good spots where I think right away his chances to win both divisions
South
up
and
and
north.
down. Yeah.
It's not west, that's for certain.
I mean, he's going against Brady at New Orleans.
You're going against Herbert twice a year. You're going against Mahomes twice a year. Whereas in the South, you have Brady for a little bit, plays as long as he wants to. And that's it. And then in the North, you've got Jackson and Burrow. I'm not going to put Baker Mayfield in there.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He could with you got Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris is probably going to be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Your next,
which is, I mean, that's fine. There's a bunch of guys that are up there for it. By the way, Jalen Waddle having a very sneaky, quiet, very
it's
great.
Mac Jones, though, right? Isn't it?
No, it's Najee Harris. And then after him, it's the kid from Cincinnati.
Yeah, Chase
Hill. Or Chase.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
I don't know. Mac Jones.
Mac is.
The numbers
It's
actually.
stats.
The numbers don't. Yeah, the numbers
that's what
don't
I'm
really
saying.
work out. To be honest with you,
I mean,
he's got the wins.
but
Yeah,
I'm talking about his productivity.
yeah.
But Aaron Rodgers, and then you get Aaron Rodgers on however they get him, and then you just beef up that O line. You're set.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, we got to do the last set of commercials, so that means it's the end of the show. I appreciate you guys coming in today.
Sorry, are we boring you?
No. I appreciate you guys coming in today. I know you guys are busy.
Are we going to come back for...
Are we going to do Thursday?
Thursday, I'd like to.
No,
yeah.
no. Are we going to come back today for any... Are we done?
We're done for the day, yeah.
Oh, well, before... Then
Sure.
Then I have something here to end it on. Instead of doing... We had a request for Horse Not a Horse.
Okay, yeah.
And those are really, really fun.
Yep.
So instead of that, we're going to do 7 of the weirdest racehorse names in history.
Okay.
We'll just go up to number 7 is too hard to explain. Number 6 is, it looks like a Hawaiian island name, but it's pronounced Waikikamuka.
Waikikamuka.
Right.
Okay.
It's a New Zealand expression that refers to a very remote place in the United States. We have named such a horse Boondocks or Timbuktu, but doesn't have quite the same ring to it. Next one is a Ghost Zapper.
That's a good name.
It's kooky and somewhat endearing. You might not be able to imagine saying it and keeping a straight face, but with over $3 million in career earnings, that's Mr. Ghost Zapper to you.
Yeah, I like it.
Hoof-hearted.
Okay.
T-Ray?
Yeah.
Hoof-hearted.
Half-hearted.
Nope.
Hoof-hearted.
Remember your T-shirt? Whale, oil, bee.
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't say it. You're welcome.
Beef-hoofed.
Say it again. Hoof-hearted.
Hoof-hearted.
There we go, guys.
All right.
All right, so that one.
All right, guys. Yeah.
It's their own little joke. Next one was R.
He's a pirate.
That's it.
Yeah.
He had a first place finisher behind that heard the announcer yelling R, R, R over and over. So he's not a pirate. Number 2, odor in the court.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very stinky.
A lot of times they're named in fashion after their parents. Thus, the horse Golden Soul is by Perfect Soul out of Hollywood Gold. Odor in the Court, a much less fortunate creature, was sired by Judge Smells. Judge Smells was the dad to
That's
Odor in
good.
the Court.
I like that name, too.
The number 1 weirdest horse name of all time was Clyde Van Dusen. Kentucky Derby winner in 1929. He was named after his trainer, former jockey Clyde Van Dusen. It would only be weirder if he had ridden Clyde Van Dusen during the race. But that didn't happen.
That's pretty good.
Either case,
Name
it
it
was a
after
true
somebody.
victory for Clyde Van Dusen.
I like that.
There you go.
Like who farted?
Who farted?
Yeah, I like that. All right, gentlemen. Thank you for today. Appreciate it. It was a good time. Thanks for everybody out there that was played along, led comments on the Harrington's Pub Facebook comment thread. And we'll try to finish out the week the best that we can, as much as we're allowed to. So,
Hey, Hassle Nation, share that post. Let everybody see what we've been doing. Let them see what you guys are interested in. It's cool stuff.
We'll forever live on in the internet.
that's for certain. All right, we
Internet
will
is
see you
forever.
guys tomorrow. Enjoy your Monday. Stay safe and sanitized. Good luck today. Good luck every day, Quad Cities. Enjoy the weather the next couple days, too. We'll be back.
Total Wireless reserves the right to review your account after 60 gigs. Terms and conditions at totalwireless.com/terms.
You may be into punk rock,